Most of us have some idea about what poverty is like, and some idea about what it means to be stuck in a situation. But very few of us really know what it is until we experience something like the Tijuana dump.
We've been going to the dump since 1997. People actually are staying there, sleeping there on small little housing made by cardboards and things of that nature. And sometimes, sadly, they have their children with them. The risk is very, very high and dangerous. Disease, catching an infection, working along the big site tractors that, they're so big and high they really can't really see below them. They really can't see if somebody falls down. So it's always a high risk as far as somebody getting hit by them or run over by them. Hi, my name is Carlos Montoya, and I'm the founder and director from the Roca Ministries. One of the projects that I'd like to start talking about is the dump. The dump itself, well, it's run by an organization where they permit people to come and work in the dump recycling. They recycle cardboard, plastics, copper, anything they can find. The only thing about it is like a monopoly where they say what the exchange rate is going to be. Most of the people that work at the dump also don't have identifications, don't have their birth certificates, so they can't get hired at factories. A lot of those 500 people that work at the dump, consist of even people that have been deported. Many of the people who are born here in Tijuana, Mexico, but they were so poor that they couldn't pay the hospital. They couldn't, so they never got their birth certificate. So they go through school, part of the school, and they're not able to advance any further because of lack of paperwork. So those are the main three factors. People have been deported, people that are uneducated, people that are poor and can't pay for their birth certificate.
First time I went on a mission trip to Tijuana, Mexico, I saw the dump. It's very hard for one to see the dump and not want to change it, and that's what happened to me. Sometimes volunteers from the Roca Ministries go to the dump, bring some fruit and bottled water for the people there. Unfortunately, there is never enough. Some get little, but a lot get nothing. The last time I was there, we were lucky enough to get a large donation of bread, so we made a lot of sandwiches to give. This all helps, but as soon as we leave, life at the dump quickly goes back to normal, and the cycle continues. This is inadequate, but there's hope. Okay, so here's the plan. Our plan has several phases. The first is to employ a few. The second is to feed the 500 people living and working at the dump, while also ministering to those people. And the third is to eventually employ most of them. This will all happen by getting an RV that we will outfit with a kitchen to go to the dump 5 days a week. We will also be employing a few men from the church to do this. They will be feeding all of these people for only a small cost, so as not enabling. The people that are there will also be ministered to by actions of the ministry, by relationships that are built over time, and actually preaching the gospel to them. Eventually, we hope to employ a lot of those people and have them make a good, like a bracelet, that we could sell in the United States and bring the money back to them to help supplement their income and lift them out of their poverty.
Hi, my name is Jake Vanderwell, and I'd like to ask you to come on a journey with me. A journey that has just started and is far from ending. A journey to help the people of the Tijuana dump. This is kind of like Philippians 4, when Paul's writing to the Philippines to ask them to be partners with them on an already existing ministry. That's kind of like what I'm asking you to do. I'm asking you to be a partner with me. There are approximately 500 people living and working at the dump. And for only 50 cents a plate, we could provide a meal for those people. I'd like for you to take this time right now to pray to God and ask if maybe feeding the people at the dump is something that He wants to do through you. It could be that there are people in the dump right now that God wants to feed through you. Thank you for taking this time and your interest in the Tijuana dump.
And you send us out.